Hello there, my water collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness. Collective, this is like a water reading. So if you got a lot of water placement in your charts, some of you could be feeling that overwhelming water vibes, your emotions, right? Be mindful of the flooding vibes as well, so you don't get overwhelmed, so you don't get kind of caught off guard, especially when it comes to the emotions of things. So, damn, take what's yours, leave what's not. Don't make the shoe fit, right? So what do we got? Alien planet, make yourself at home. Adaptability, change, originality. Oh, how appropriate. They're up there on that ladder. So don't let your emotions overwhelm you. The last chapter, write your own story, closure, resolution, and forgiveness. So those of you overcoming emotional relationships or partnerships, those of you getting out of your feels, right? Those of you that's not allowing your emotions to overwhelm you as well. So you could be paying more attention to your astrology, astronomy, being very mindful and very focused here. Some of you are you're like doing your own thing, creating your own thing. So this is like changing the backdrop on something, changing everything up when it comes to you. Definitely feel like you could feel like you're like doing your own thing. Those of you water signs that aren't being so overwhelmed, so maybe you're more focused on grounded opportunities here. This could be Mars, this could be Venus energy for a lot of you. Oi. Some of y'all could be more interested in sci-fi. You could be looking at things from that perspective. Those of you that's paying a little extra attention to astronomy or astrology. Some of you could be rethinking like your philosophy, because I'm drawn to the statue there with the little tears. So some of y'all, your philosophy could have changed up. So maybe some of y'all are changing like the literature that you're reading or the music that you're listening to or the vibes that you're in. Some of y'all could have changed up your slogans that you use. So maybe you're looking at different sort of words of inspiration. You could be reading different books. You could be looking at things differently. Some of you, your philosophy is switched the fuck up. Temperance angel, you're definitely not being overwhelmed, and you're not letting your emotions over control you either. So, ooh, Aries and Sagittarius right there. Damn, I love this. So, yeah, interesting vibe. Far more grounded and focused here. Brings about better opportunities when you're not all up in your feels. There's the Three of Swords. Uh-oh. There's the Four. Oh, so some of you are dealing with somebody that wanted you to be all up in your feels. So, some of you could be getting out of friends groups or out of group dynamics that are basically stuck in this heartbroken type vibe. So some of you, there is like this switch up in energy with you. Some of you, it's like the narrative has changed. So you're looking at things differently. You're understanding things differently. This is coming from a more healed energy. This is coming from a place where your emotions don't overwhelm you. You kind of control your emotions. So a lot of you, that's even in regards to your emotional connections. A lot of healing going on here. Those that are focused on the healing, right? Damn. Aries and Sagittarius, that's two strong energies there. There's the Virgo. There's the Seven of Pentacles. There's the Ten of Swords. Well, we got to take them. This is what that was there. That Knight of Wands. Change of philosophy. There's the Capricorn energy. And there's the Eight of Cups. Oh. The emotional codependency. So, damn. Not letting your feelings overwhelm you. Some of you, the emotional codependency you could have had on relationships or partnerships. Any type of relationship or partnership that you're dealing with right now. Those of you that stick with people who are perpetually heartbroken, maybe some of you, you're out of that energy, so you could have upgraded. And it does change the dynamic when it comes to you. So, you know, you could be optimistic about dating. You could be optimistic about getting back out there. But if everyone around you is kind of bitter and heartbroken, kind of defeats the energy, right? You're like the one that's kind of doing your own thing. Some of you, I feel like you're the one that was paying attention. You were the one that's actually doing the work versus just kind of showing. It's kind of like a book club vibe. I feel like you're the one that actually read the fucking book. You're able to discuss it, and everyone else is just, well, okay, whatever the fuck. Let's just have a drink. More of a social type vibe. I feel like there's education, there's learning on this. So that's what makes the difference. You definitely changed your philosophy or beliefs on something. I don't feel like it's religion. For some of you, it might be religion. You could be rethinking that whole Capricorn vibe. So you change something up. You're changing something up with regard to how you look at things. You're more in the healed vibe, but the general vibe is this sort of Three of Swords energy. So you're like the happily single one, or you're like the happily single one who's ready to start dating again. I feel like you're far more ahead of the general vibe around you. It is that energy. You're like the one that reads the book in the book group. So you're the one that's actually doing the work. Those of you, if there's a group dynamic to something, you might be like upgrading or need to upgrade because you've kind of you focused on what you needed to with the Four of Pentacles there and the Four of Swords, but some of you are stuck with people who are more in that Three of Swords, Three of Cups type vibe. Two of Wands, the High Priestess. Those of you that aren't really paying that much attention to tarot, so, you know, I feel like you're trusting your own instincts on something. There's the Page of Cups, there's the Knight of Cups, there's the Two of Pentacles, and there's, yeah. Ooh. It all comes down to, like, relationships. It comes down to the water energy, the emotional attachments, right? Some of y'all could be dealing with the Leo who's going through some vibes. There's the Five of Wands. Trusting your instincts on something here. Damn. This is like time to upgrade. Y'all know I don't focus a lot on love readings because it's, if you know it's true, you know it's there, then you trust it. But if you need to get someone else's opinion on a relationship or partnership, that's probably not your relationship or partnership, right? So don't let the High Priestess energy be the third person in your relationship or partnership. Understanding your value, your worth. Oh, let me upgrade you. So some of you, it is time to upgrade. Those of you that's doing things that are different from everybody else. So this is like the friends group of single people that don't like to date, that are feeling kind of stuck or stagnant, or this is the heartbroken ones that are kind of milking the tit on that. Not feeling very positive about it, versus those of you who are looking at it from a different perspective. You don't have to be single. You don't have to be alone. Lord knows someone would fake a relationship or partnership with you. It's making healthier choices when it comes to your relationships or partnerships. So, damn. Those of you that's just kind of going with the flow on something. Maybe this is philosophy with you. There could be, maybe you're doing like some women's studies group, or you're looking at the philosophy as something fucking different. Oh my God, it's not lack of opportunities. Some of y'all definitely aren't going to be single for too long, but that could change the group dynamics that you're in. So those of you that have focused on doing the work, those of you that have focused on doing the healing that you need to, and now you're ready to get out there to date, you're ready to actually try to have a good relationship or partnership. It's time you change. So some of you need to change the sort of narrative around you. Some of you, if you're dealing with a Leo sign, someone could just be just full of fucking conflict energy here. So be mindful of that energy. That feels like Spain, the running with the bulls type vibe. So, are you in the right dynamic? Are you in the right sort of dating vibe? Is the energy around you the right choice for you? So this is making choices of maybe where you date, how you date, where you meet somebody that you date. It's such beautiful energy. It's beautiful manifesting, but it's really respecting yourself. And it's not lack of opportunities, it's quality of. But get out of that mindset of not being happy in love, or not being optimistic about dating. Staying far more grounded and focused. So maybe you're not going to over romanticize everything. Some of y'all, your terminology, your verbology could have switched up. It's never lack. It's always quality of. So that's what makes the difference. Damn. Take what's yours, leave what's not. So how do you feel about it? Those of you, especially with the group dynamic, if your vibe is switched up. Those of you, if you pulled away. So this is like learning, growing, looking at things differently. So some of y'all could have pulled away. Be mindful that you don't just stay stuck or stagnant in like the sad, sappy type vibes, right? Where's the positivity when it comes to relationships or partnerships with you? Are you optimistic about dating? Love the one you're with. So loving yourself. If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. So that should be yourself. You figured something the fuck out. But again, with this 3 energy with you, if you're in that group of like the forever heartbroken type vibes, right? You could kind of jinx the opportunity for a better relationship or partnership. Definitely be mindful of just trauma bonding. Some of you are ready to get out there and start dating again. Some of you are going to find the right relationships or partnerships. There's an upgrade, though, that needs to happen. So, I mean, for fuck's sake, if you don't love yourself, how you going to love anybody else? If you're not positive or you don't feel good about dating, that's not going to work for you either. Some of y'all, where you meet people, where you date, how you date could make all the difference. Don't be afraid to do your own fucking thing. Those of you that actually read the book, if you're in a book club, those of you that actually do the work, it's time to upgrade. I do feel like you switched something the fuck up. Because I love the fact you got the statue there crying. So that feels like a change of sayings, change of philosophy, changing the way you think, the way you look at something. Not allowing yourself to get overwhelmed. So you're able to go on a date and it just be a date. Not expecting like your world to change and the angels to start singing and birds flying around like you found the love of your life. A more realistic approach to dating, relationships, or partnerships. I love this. Good luck to you if you're in this energy. Anything else on this? The 7 of Wands. Establishing those healthy boundaries and making the smart choices. That feels like the red badge of courage. So, damn. Keep doing the work. There's a lot of healing with this. There's a lot of growth with this. This is also a let me upgrade you. So if you're in a group dynamic, some of y'all could be switching that up. So maybe you need to like move up to the next class because there's been like growth. So if there's any kind of group dynamic, some of y'all the friends group, right? If you're around a bunch of bitter single people that don't find the optimism in dating, don't let that energy keep you stuck. Especially if you read the fucking book. Those of you that's been doing the work, establishing healthy boundaries. Eventually, you're going to have to get out there and start dating. So, ooh, I love this for you. Take what's yours, leave what's not. This is definitely happy, optimistic. Endings, new beginnings. Those of you, if you pulled back from tarot, you pulled back from astrology, hey, that's perfectly fine, because that's kind of how it needs to be. Don't let that overwhelm you either, right? So, if you're expecting the sun to come out and the angels to sing and the birds to chirp on your first date, then you're probably over-romanticizing a relationship or partnership. So, what's like the realistic expectations? What's your quote? What's your favorite quote? Especially those of you that have switched it up. What's your favorite quote? Take what's yours, leave what's not. This isn't everybody's vibe. Hopefully it's yours, because this is good. Optimistic about dating. Optimistic about relationships or partnerships. Not putting too much expectations on them either. So, it is what it is, right? Good luck, God bless. Peace, love, and light. Like, share, subscribe.